Have you ever pondered the mysteries lurking beneath the UK's oceans? The United Kingdom, a nation steeped in history and culture, is surrounded by some of the most captivating bodies of water on the planet. The North Sea to the east, the Celtic Sea to the southwest, the Irish Sea on the west, and the Atlantic Ocean to the north and west. These waters are not just expanses of blue, but a whole other world below the surface. From the shallow coastal waters to the deepest trenches, the UK's oceans are a treasure trove of natural wonders. They are home to an array of awe-inspiring geological features. There are underwater mountains higher than Ben Nevis, the UK's tallest peak. There are valleys deeper than the Grand Canyon. There are vast plains and precipitous cliffs, all teeming with life, all under the sea. But these oceans are not just about the rocky terrain and the sandy seabed. They are a bustling metropolis of marine life. From the tiniest plankton, the very foundation of the food chain, to the majestic blue whale, the largest creature to have ever lived on Earth. There are hundreds of species of fish, a myriad of colorful corals, playful seals, and elusive squid. Some of these creatures are found nowhere else in the world, making the UK's oceans a hotspot for biodiversity. But the UK's oceans are not just about the flora and fauna. They are a life source for humans too. They provide us with food, drive our weather, absorb carbon dioxide, and even generate power through the tides and waves. They're a place for recreation, for exploration, for discovery. In the grand scheme of things, the UK's oceans are a microcosm of our planet. They reflect the beauty, the diversity, the complexity of life on Earth. They remind us of our place in the natural world, of our connection to every living thing. They are a testament to the power of nature, to the resilience of life, to the delicate balance that sustains us all. As we dive deeper into this topic, prepare to be amazed by the wealth of knowledge our oceans hold. Did you know that the UK's oceans are a hotbed of biodiversity? With an estimated 8,000 different species calling these waters home, the UK's oceans are a veritable cornucopia of life, each creature contributing to a vibrant and dynamic ecosystem. Let's start small with the humble plankton. Seemingly insignificant, these microscopic organisms form the basis of the ocean's food chain, providing sustenance for a multitude of species. Their importance cannot be overstated. Without them, the ocean as we know it would cease to exist. Swimming up the food chain, we encounter an array of fascinating fish species, each with their unique adaptations to the ocean environment. Consider the sand eel, a slender creature that burrows into the seabed to avoid predators, or the clever cuttlefish, a master of camouflage that can change its skin color and texture in a flash. But the UK's oceans aren't just home to fish. They also host a variety of marine mammals. The playful bottlenose dolphin, a common sight in these waters, is known for its intelligence and sociability. And let's not forget the majestic minke whale, one of the smallest baleen whales, yet still a formidable presence in the water. And then, there are the coral reefs. Though less known than their tropical counterparts, cold water corals off the UK's coasts form complex structures that offer vital habitats for myriad marine species. These underwater cities buzz with life, providing shelter and breeding grounds for creatures large and small. Beneath the surface, a world teems with life, each species an integral part of the ocean's intricate web. From the peculiar to the awe-inspiring, the UK's oceans are a testament to the wonder of nature and the power of evolution. Each organism, no matter how small, has a part to play in this grand spectacle. From the smallest plankton to the largest whale, each creature plays a crucial role in the ocean's complex ecosystem. The beauty and diversity of life beneath the waves are a constant reminder of the richness of our planet and our responsibility to protect it. But are we doing enough to protect these precious ecosystems? The United Kingdom's oceans face significant threats, many of which are the consequences of human activity. Among the most pressing are pollution, overfishing, and the effects of climate change. Each of these factors alone could prove detrimental, but combined, they pose an existential threat to the rich biodiversity of our marine environments. Let's take a closer look at these threats. First up, pollution. Every year, thousands of tons of plastics and other waste materials find their way into our oceans. These pollutants can choke and entangle marine life, and the smaller particles, known as microplastics, can be ingested, causing harm to creatures up and down the food chain. Overfishing is another major concern. Many fish species are being caught faster than they can reproduce, leading to declining populations. This doesn't just affect the fish, it can disrupt the entire ecosystem, as species that rely on these fish for food also suffer. Lastly, we have climate change. Rising sea temperatures and ocean acidification, both consequences of increased atmospheric carbon dioxide, are causing significant changes to marine environments. Coral reefs are bleaching and dying, and species are being forced to migrate to cooler waters, disrupting the delicate balance of marine ecosystems. The impacts of these threats on marine life are profound and far-reaching. The loss of any species can have a ripple effect on the ecosystem, leading to instability and potential collapse. But it's not just about the marine life. The overall health of our oceans is critical for the planet. They regulate our climate, provide us with food, and generate most of the oxygen we breathe. It's clear that the threats facing the UK's oceans are serious and need urgent attention. The health of our oceans, and by extension the health of our planet, is a reflection of our actions on land. We must remember this as we move forward for the sake of our oceans, our wildlife, and ultimately, ourselves. The health of our oceans is a reflection of our actions on land. So, what actions are being taken to safeguard the UK's oceans? Well, let's start with one of the most significant initiatives: Marine Protected Areas, or MPAs. These are zones established by the government where human activity is strictly regulated to protect the biodiversity. In fact, the UK boasts of an impressive network of over 300 MPAs, covering an area larger than the entire landmass of England. And it doesn't stop there. The UK is also making strides in sustainable fishing practices. The concept here is simple, yet effective. By setting quotas and seasons for fishing, we ensure that marine species have ample time to reproduce and maintain their population levels. This balance between consumption and preservation is key to maintain the health of our seas. But what about the invisible enemy, pollution? The UK has launched numerous initiatives to tackle this issue head-on. One such initiative is the plastic bag charge, which has resulted in a dramatic reduction in plastic bag use. The Clean Seas campaign encourages businesses and individuals to reduce their plastic footprint, while the Catch of the Day project involves fishermen collecting litter from the sea during their fishing trips. Even offshore wind farms are being designed with the marine environment in mind. These structures are becoming sanctuaries for marine life, offering a safe haven for species like seals and birds. And let's not forget the groundbreaking research being conducted by institutions across the UK. This research is helping us understand the intricate dynamics of our oceans, from the smallest plankton to the largest whales, and informing our conservation strategies. However, while these initiatives are indeed commendable, the fight to protect our oceans is far from over. Climate change, overfishing, and pollution continue to pose significant threats. We need to continually adapt, innovate, and invest in our conservation efforts to ensure the longevity of our precious marine ecosystems. While these efforts are a step in the right direction, there is still much work to be done. Let's remember, our oceans are not just beautiful, they're essential. We all have a role to play in their preservation. But what can we, as individuals, do to contribute to ocean conservation? Well, there are numerous ways we can help protect our oceans. One of the simplest steps is to reduce our plastic use. Plastic pollution is a major threat to marine life, and by choosing to refuse, reduce, reuse, and recycle, we can significantly cut down on the amount of plastic that ends up in our oceans. Another important step we can take is supporting sustainable seafood. Overfishing is putting many fish species at risk. But by choosing seafood that's been responsibly sourced, we can help protect these species and the delicate balance of our marine ecosystems. And lastly, we can help by spreading awareness. The more people understand about the threats facing our oceans and what they can do to help, the more likely we are to see change. Remember, every small action can make a big difference for our oceans. In the end, the ocean is more than just a vast body of water. It's a teeming world brimming with a rich tapestry of life, a testament to the incredible biodiversity of the UK's oceans. But these waters face significant threats, from pollution to climate change, that jeopardize the delicate balance of life beneath the waves. Yet hope is not lost. We've seen the tireless efforts of many, working to protect and conserve these remarkable ecosystems. From scientists studying the depths to volunteers cleaning up beaches, every action matters. We each have a part to play in ocean conservation. It's not just about saving fish or coral reefs, it's about preserving a world that is integral to our own survival. As we continue to explore and understand the UK's oceans, let us also remember our responsibility to protect these incredible ecosystems for future generations.